Peace on and word to your doctors. It is Colt-Fortune here, and I'm here to bring you the news about games that you want to know about. Today's review is about Noire by Rockstar Games, a detective game that takes place in the 1940s, and I think 1950s too. Could be wrong. By the way, here's my new image. Here's my OC. Hi. Yeah, that's him. Poorly drawn, I know. Whatever. Okay, first review. Okay, Noire. Like I said, detectives game in the 1940s. Now, you play the role of Cole Phelps, this guy in the cover, right here. If I'm pointing at the wrong place, it's because I don't know where I'm pointing. Okay, yeah, 1940s. So there is racism in this game, like, since it's, like, takes place in the past. And I'm not going to lie, there is full frontal female nudity. It's brutal, some of the mutilation to the bodies, and it's pretty terrible. I mean, not enough to make you sick unless you have a very weak stomach. I have a weak stomach, but not that a weak stomach. Anyways, okay. Now, this game, a lot of you may think it's kind of like GTA in the 1940s, since it's made by Rockstar, the same people who made, well, obviously, GTA and Red Dead Redemption. I love Red Dead Redemption so much. Sorry, I don't think I'll be making a review on it, sadly, but it is such a great game. I suggest you play it. There's my review right there. Just play it. Okay, so this takes you through 4 different types of detective cases, and so far my favorite is homicide. From all the ones that I've played, and well, I've beaten the game obviously, and no spoilers. But my favorite one is homicide. My second favorite is probably arson, then vice, then traffic. Cause with traffic, you're just like, it's just not that interesting. I don't know, but I mean, I enjoyed the overall game. I like traffic. It was just my least favorite out of the 4. Now, I want to say that obviously, you have a partner in a different one in each different type of case. Like, if you have traffic, you have one case. If you have homicide, you have, or not one case, one partner. You have homicide, you have one partner. And all the partners, like the different ways that they interact with Cole Phelps, they're pretty funny, and they're pretty serious at some points. I really like them. They did good with the story development. It's not just case by case. Some of the cases are connected, which I liked a lot, because it made it feel like more of a story that rather than just a bunch of random cases. Now, one bad thing about this game, there's not much free roam. I mean, you get to drive anywhere you want during the missions, but you can't really do anything like side activities. I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to just go out with your partner at one time and just like go to a bowling alley or something. I think that would be pretty cool. The only like really side activities are the street cases or the street crimes, which can be tedious at times and very repetitive, since all it is most of the time is chasing people down or shooting people. There's not much diversity between the street crimes. Now, with the other side activity, it's not. There's actually 2 others. There's like finding the secret hidden cars, which I mean, it can be fun. Like, some of the cars look pretty cool. But then there's the discovering landmarks, which can just overall be tedious and not rewarding at all, except for a couple extra experience points. But the experience points are very useful, because every time you level up in like your badge or whatever, you get another intuition point, which helps out in investigations and stuff like that. Like, if you have Xbox Live, you can ask the community what they picked, or you can just ask them to remove an answer. Or when you're not doing an interrogation, you can you can have it reveal clues to where the different clues are. Now, as you can tell, I'm speaking somewhat fast because I want to get through this review in under 15 minutes, because if it's not under 15 minutes, it takes forever to upload. So, okay, yeah. Like that frickin' reaction to Sweet Apple Massacre, that was frickin'... It took over a day to upload. My computer is very slow. I don't have a very good functioning computer right now, but I will be getting one soon, and I will be updating soon, because I finally got all the parts that I need for my capture card to make Let's Plays, which I'm also going to be doing regularly. Now, I don't know which games I'm going to be Let's Playing as of yet. It's going to be one of the games I've reviewed so far. And I'm only going to do one at a time. I'm not going to do like 3 at a time, otherwise I'd get very overwhelmed. Now, anyways, back to the review. I have covered... Oh, you don't really... I mean, this isn't like a whole thing. Like, you're not a gangster. You can't like just go out into the street and buy guns. You're basically given a gun, and you don't even use it that much. Only on, like, usually street crimes, and sometimes during the cases when, like, someone's resisting arrest. Now, the interrogations I would like to cover, because that is probably my favorite part. And this far, on my first playthrough, I didn't look up any walkthroughs of it. I wanted to do it all on what my thoughts were. And I actually did pretty good. I think I've gotten 5 stars on... I got 5 stars on all the trafficking cases, most of the homicide, like 2 of the vice, and 1 of the arson. But that's just 5 stars. I've done pretty good on most of them. I've never made a wrong accusation, I don't think. Like, after I finished the mission, I would go online to see if I made the right accusation. And so far it said yes. Now, with the interrogations, the what it is you're sitting down with talking to the person. Sometimes you're standing up. It doesn't really matter. And you're talking to them, and you have 3 options. Obviously, there's the intuition, which helps, and then you can choose between lie, doubt, and truth. Usually, they're either lying, so you're going to want to put doubt or lie. But if you're going to put lie, make sure you have the right evidence, because if you're not, you're going to get it wrong. You can back out of it, but still, make sure that it's a lie, because go over all your evidence, make sure it's relevant to the actual person that you're interrogating and everything. Just make sure, because I can't stress that enough. That has messed up that's what messed up a lot of my arson cases. Now, I believe what it is, there's 5 cases per desk. 5 cases trafficking, 5 cases homicide, 5 cases vice, 5 cases arson. Now, if you ask me, I feel as if here's where I think all of the cases should stand, like, in order of importance. I think that arson should be at the top, homicide should be at the bottom, or not the bottom, the second top, then vice, then trafficking. Because with arson, you're talking about burning down buildings and killing people in the process. Homicide, you're talking about generally killing people. Vice, you're talking about drugs. And then trafficking, you're talking about just stuff that happens in, like, well, traffic crimes. And I feel like arson, even though it's the last one, I think it should be the most important, but for some reason it's in demotion from Vice. I don't get it. I don't know if that's a spoiler. Anyways, now oh yeah, and Rockstar used a facial, like, camera things to get camera angles at each different angle, obviously, to, like, make a person seem like they're lying, like in real life. And I thought that was a really cool and really innovative thing that Rockstar added, and I don't think I've ever seen any other game do something like that before. I thought that it was amazing and really cool. Like bow ties, because bow ties are cool. And so are fezzes, but I don't have a fez right now. Besides the point, bow ties are cool. Yeah, cupcakes, I hate it. Yeah. Okay, that's most of the gameplay aspect. I'm gonna give you a tip right now, though. Don't cheat online, because honestly, it's more fun when you don't cheat on that, especially that game. I mean, there's some games where cheating's fun, like Saints Row, because some of the cheats are just ridiculous and fun to just have and all that. Okay, now time for the verdict. The verdict, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now, the reason I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 The story was interesting, but it could have been better. The interrogations were my favorite part, but they were very hard to, like, process, because sometimes when they're going for a lie, the face will literally just be straight and you think that they're telling the truth. Like, they're not giving any signal that they're lying at all. And that means that they're good liars, but still, it makes it hard for some of the people playing, and very tedious, because if you're gonna try and 100% it without a guide, you're gonna be restarting from checkpoints a lot and going through some unskippable cutscenes, and it is very annoying. Now, the good things about this game, like I said, the interrogations were fun. They were very fun. The street crimes were a nice addition, if not repetitive, like I said, and, well, the hidden cars were cool, but you can't exactly keep them because you're always in a police car. You just unlock them in a gallery, really, and that's it. You can't do nothing or anything really with it as soon as the case is over. And another negative part, the game was kind of short, and you don't want to play it in long bursts, otherwise it's going to be repetitive. And yeah, that's about it. Now, yeah, this has been Colt-Fortune, no longer Cdude. Well, I'm still Cdude, I just go by a different name now. And, well, thanks for watching. The recommended channel of the video is going to be posted in the link in the description below, along with a link to my new channel where I'm going to be doing strict Brony stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Let's Plays of Brony games, and they're going to be uploaded to that channel specifically for all you non-Bronies out there, and just so you don't have to, like, deal with it and go through it all and whatever. I'm trying to make this easier on you guys. I'm a very fan-oriented person, and I listen to my fans, no matter what the ridiculous request is. So, yeah. I'm also, just a tip, I'm also going to be doing readings, and I know I'm going to regret this later, but I will take any suggestion for a reading, as long as it's not a clop fic. I will not read a clop fic at all. No questions asked. Just none. I will read, God forbid, I will read cupcakes, but I will not read a clop fic. Yes, you have heard it from the guy, possibly, who hates cupcakes the most in this world. I will read it for your amusement and your entertainment. Oh God, I'm going to regret saying that, because I know, one of you little cheeky little effers is going to suggest that just to, like, see me throw up or something. But, you know, I'll do it, because I love my fans, and any of my subscribers. Big shout out to all of you. You guys are amazing. You're what keep me going. All, what, like 15 of you? All 15 of you currently. You're what keep me going, so thank you guys. Even though my reviews aren't great, but you know, sometimes I do it up and go with like a little costume to fit the review. Even though this is like the only costume that I've worn so far besides the Dr. Game one. Even though that wasn't even a costume that fit the review. It was just, you know, to be there because I wanted to do a review with a British accent. Anyways, I've been rambling for far too long. I hope you like this video again. Peace off. This has been Colt-Fortune.